A former Marine says he was out for a walk until a runner ended up dead, shot in the back. At first, it was all denial. Then came a confession soaked in rage, guilt, and a spiraling despair. He says it was about a squirrel, but the truth? A man lost his life to another man's mental breakdown, and now he's serving 2 life sentences. Let's get into this.
Hey, John. Sorry to keep you in.
I'm fine.
You want something to drink?
No, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Be glad to get it.
I got a lot of water.
You did have? You did have, okay.
John, we gotta talk to you about what happened out there, okay?
Yeah.
Just like we're talking to everybody else out there. I gotta read you your rights before I do that, okay? Now, before I ask you the question, you gotta understand what your rights are, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent, do you understand that?
Yes.
Anything you say can or will be used against you in court, do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to your lawyer for advice, before I ask you any questions, and to have them present during questioning, do you understand that?
Yes.
You can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed by a court for you without cost before you question if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you just decide to start answering any questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
On your waiver of rights here, it says, I have read the statement of my rights. I understand what my rights are. You agree with that?
Yes.
I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions. Is that true?
Yes.
And this next one's obvious. I don't have a lawyer this time. We don't have one sitting here. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises, no threats been made against me, no pressure or coercion of any kind have been used against me. Would you say that was true?
That's right.
Okay. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it just like it's spelled, Suleski?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. You have a middle name?
Paul.
How old are you, John?
I am 24.
Give me your date of birth.
Date of birth is 1990.
And 4th Street?
That's correct.
What was that?
Number 59.
Okay, this here says the person I've been talking to is McCabe, and this is Detective Phillips.
Okay.
And John, scoot over in this chair real quick.
Okay.
If you want to read over this again, if you understand all of it, just give me a signature right there.
It's an I-9 Fix that.
Let me see that.
Okay.
Suleski. You can just put a line to it
Okay.
and just correct it for me. Suleski, what is that? Is that
That's Polish.
Polish?
Yeah.
What side of the Mississippi are you on when you went to boot camp?
West.
That's the best side, isn't it?
Of course.
Well, we got called out this morning, and you know why? It's kind of leading me through. Let's see, were you home alone this morning by yourself?
I'm alone now.
I mean, with where was your wife at?
She got home.
Okay, what time did she get home?
She got home, I mean, She's been home all this morning, all yesterday.
Okay.
The last time we were out, we picked up our kids from school.
Where's that at?
Tiles.
Where?
Tiles Elementary.
Oh, Tillis.
Tillis. Yeah.
Tillis. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and I guess from yesterday, I guess you're going to leave me out. Just tell me what happened and all the way up until we come up and talk to you today.
Okay. Wake up. It's about 5:30. I wake up and decide I want to go for a walk. Get some exercise. I don't want to run too much because my knee hurts after 3 miles. I'm trying to get in shape. Do some walking. I park like right where the car was, like when you got there, and started walking around. I got a plastic bag and taking some glass and stuff. I decided, hey, time to go home. So I go and drive off. I get the railroad tracks. I decide, it's still nice outside. I still feel okay. I'm going to go to the lake because it's a trail out there, pick up something else. And that's like, I was going to the lake and I saw him like that. And at first I kind of thought it was like a deer or something, and then it got closer, and that's when I just parked where I parked earlier that morning, and I was literally just getting out when the other guy came up and asked if I knew him or if anything would happen to him. I said no. He said, let's check it out, but you gotta check it out because I'm in a wheelchair. So he went over there, and I walked there. He wasn't moving. I didn't know where my phone was. I knew I took it with in my car. I didn't know where it was in my car, so he called police, and that's first responders came by, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Does your wife work somewhere?
Yeah, she works at Memory Lane in Van Buren.
What is that?
It's Alzheimer's place, like a nursing home.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, what do you work at?
Well, I work as environmental services over at Sparks Van Buren, but mostly I'm a full-time student over at USIS.
Okay. So, your wife was home when you left?
Yes. She was asleep.
When did she work?
Well, she just got on night shift. But she left me a note on the desk we have, and apparently she stayed up until like 4 this morning. So I didn't wake her up. I sent her a little text saying, hey, I'm going to the lake. Well, not the lake, just out for a walk. Yeah.
Well,
What time did you say you arrived out there this morning?
I don't know. Like, I woke up at like 5:30. I did some stuff around the house. Put some coffee in the freezer for our coffee. Just went out there. Like, the sun was not all the way up, but mostly up. Like when I parked for the first time.
So it was daylight?
Yeah.
So you parked the first time, daylight. Safe in saying that you had good, clear visibility, you could see anything with the daylight hours?
Yes.
Did you see anything at that time?
Some cars passing through, and somebody wasn't really paying attention, though. Yeah.
And that's where you normally park?
No, I actually parked there because I saw the flowers that were by the area.
where did you park first? When you left your house, what route did you take to get to that running area?
Well, get down to the trailer park, then take a right, and then another right, just past the gas station. Yeah, Tier 6 to the right behind. And then down that road, and then get the stop sign up there. Went straight, and then I took a right. That one stop sign. I'm sorry, I don't know the street names still. And then just kept going around the curve and decided, hey, it's a good place.
Okay. When you went around the curve, where did you go from there? Because I'm trying to figure out everything you did, just like everybody else I'm talking to. So
Okay.
tell me, when you went around the curve, where did you go from there?
That's pretty much a straight shot from there
To where?
to the place I parked.
Okay. You got out there and did what?
Just walking around. Walked at first, I took some flowers around there, and then I started walking towards the lake. Didn't walk too far. Maybe half a mile. Right.
Did you make it all the way to the lake?
No.
Okay.
Not all the way to the lake. It really wasn't very far.
And then what?
Turned around, came back.
Anyone pass you, or you pass anyone?
Yeah, there were a few cars passing me. I didn't really notice anything.
You were headed south, if you're headed towards the lake.
Right.
Which way were the vehicles traveling?
There were a few that were going both directions. I think I saw a truck that was heading toward the lake, toward south. I mean, other than that, they were just regular vehicles, cars. You know.
A lot of people frequent that. I mean, not only bicyclists, but people that walk, exercise, just get on the fresh air.
Yeah, I do recall seeing one bicycle passing by, going north. That's about it.
But you're not sure what time, other than it was daylight and you had good visibility because of the daylight.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we talked to some people that pretty much live out there. I mean, these people are runners,
Oh, yeah.
and I mean, if they're not home sleeping, eating, they're on that street running. They saw you out there, and their recollection was kind of different than yours. Remember anything else?
I did pass by.
Listen, if something happens out there, we can figure this out, okay? If something happens, let's just talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Listen, all of it, any amount of honesty that you give us goes a very long way, okay? If something happened, you know, I saw you, you're a little girl, she's beautiful. You seem like a good person. You're a Marine, okay? So tell us what happened out there, man. The truth.
Okay. Alright. I was driving towards Wolf Lake, and I saw a squirrel. It's this stupid thing, I know. I just wanted to get it, and got my gun out from the back seat, not the back seat, but the trunk. Got into the back seat, I didn't get out of my car because I didn't want to spook it, and I tried shooting a squirrel, and I know that's not a good thing. I was on the street. I didn't want to tell you because that's against the law here. I didn't shoot that man.
Intentionally.
No, it wasn't even wrong direction entirely.
John?
Yes.
What else happened? What did he do that upset you?
No, I didn't.
He didn't do anything at all?
No. Like, literally, what happened was basically what I said, only I didn't hit that squirrel. And
Where was the squirrel at?
you know that place, it's on the right side of the road, going to the lake. The, always has that reindeer or something that one building, you know what I'm talking about?
Is it on the same street?
Yeah, it's on the same street, yes.
Okay.
Right before that, going down that direction. It's not there.
Okay. Where did you shoot the squirrel from?
The street. There's literally no one there. So I put the car in park, didn't get off the street, got in the back seat, got the gun, tried to shoot it, missed.
How many times did you shoot?
We're not doing. I lost track the very day.
Why did you have the gun in your car?
I do keep in my car.
You keep that one in your car out of all the guns that you already have?
Yeah, the cheapest one. If something happens, it's right there.
Where's your Beretta at?
Beretta. I don't have Beretta.
Okay. There's a price tag.
Walter.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry. Walter.
The last gun I purchased, it was a few weeks ago, and it was Walter PPQ.
Yeah. Where is it at?
It's at home.
Okay.
I do concealed carry with it. I just didn't bring any gun with me out there.
Do you have anything else that you can still carry?
I used to conceal carry a Still Less Than Bodyguard.
Where's it at?
It's at home.
Okay. So you just decided to take your rifle with you this morning?
No, it's all in the car.
Okay. Why was it wrapped in the towel?
I did cover it up with the towel. I mean, it was the gun, I can put it back in the trunk just like I used to do, and when I saw the man and I parked, I tried to get my first aid kit. I thought it was right there. I didn't see it, but I put the gun in the back seat, and the towel, I covered it up.
Okay. Listen, you're still leaving out a few things because, like I said, I mean, we're pretty good at this. We're really good at this.
Right.
And we've talked to a lot of people that saw you out there in your car. You drove more than just that place, just that path you told us. And I need to know the whole story and the truth. Okay. If you screwed up and you made a bad decision, let's talk about it. Let's get it out. Because any lies and misdirection that you keep giving us, we're going to get the whole story. We go to the prosecutor, and it makes it even worse. Okay, if you did something that you wouldn't have normally done, whatever had happened to you this morning, you need to tell us about it, because you saw all the guys out there, the CSI, the crime scene guys out there, really good at it.
Right.
And they're going to be able to match up ballistics from bullets. You know, you've seen the shows. I mean, these guys are that good.
Right.
So, where else did you drive? Because
I did drive past the lake. Took a right on that area. I did drive. Took a left on 0. And then I went to the Benjamin Park, except that the gate was closed. So I just head back out there.
what was the reasoning for going down there?
Same thing, just to go watch.
And that's a good place to walk, man. Just do it there. I still think you're leaving something out. Because we're both Marines. We think the same. They programmed us to think the same, and I don't know that that's the whole story. Okay, what else?
How long you and Melissa been married?
Almost 6 years.
Almost 6 years?
Yes.
Like the detective said, you got a very cute little girl. You and Melissa having any problems?
Yeah, a little bit. We have been going to marriage counseling over youth.
What kind of problems?
My sex drive has been down, like a lot. Just like that, I'm not sleeping with her.
She's a doctor?
No, I haven't seen a doctor. Never.
Well, it's natural. It happens to men.
The last time we went to therapist, it was yesterday, right before we picked up and from school.
So why leave your normal walking area and running area and go to Big Deer?
Because I have been interested about it. One time, I entered that trail that's by the fire station over there, and I just walked that until I hit Ben Jaron, and I decided, hey, maybe I'll just walk from this direction, same trail.
Okay. So the gate was closed and locked this morning. Where'd you go?
Back there. Back.
Tell me your exact path, okay?
Okay.
So I can figure this out.
I turned around, there's that front one, do a little U-8 thing, then took a right on the 0, and then another right on the Nazareth.
Okay.
I took a left on the Loveland Road.
And then where?
And that's where when we stopped on that place on Loveland Road, the street there.
And then what happened?
I walked around, picked up some flowers, came back.
So you go get flowers too?
Melissa.
Melissa?
She likes to do some packing stuff. She's talking about making like flower paper. Like putting the flowers on paper and switching to like 2 books or something. That's how.
Okay. Then what? What happened? What happened that led to what we come out on?
I just get back in my car, just ready to go home. So I drive there, I take a right at that place where I was, then turn a corner, and then stop sign, go past it, and then I turn right, or not right, left, towards my house. And then, again, there's the stop sign right there, then step forward, and then about the railroad tracks, I decided I'm not really done with this. The sun's not even that bright out. Well, that's not great, but it's like it's not hot out. I still feel good. I'm gonna go back to Wells Lake and do some more of that, walk around, maybe get some kind of flowers.
You wanted to walk around and try to clear your head to what's happened? No? So it happened prior to or after that?
There's nothing to clear my head about it.
Well, in all due respect, in your own words, you mentioned right off the bat, you knew you wasn't supposed to have a gun out there. Secondly, I can tell you this, that gun was fired from inside that vehicle.
Yeah.
Another criminal offense.
Yeah.
Secondly, thirdly, we're on the third part now, having the gun, firing the gun from the vehicle. Now we've got someone that's lost their life. with that gun. Do we need to continue? This is your opportunity, John. Don't pass it up.
You got to be honest with us, okay? If something happened, we need to know.
We don't need no more of the BS stories. We've talked to a bunch of people. We wouldn't be here if we're not to the point. This is your opportunity to take the floor.
Did you know him?
Oh, I don't know.
Did
you have words?
No.
He didn't upset you, nothing? You driving around, nothing like that?
No.
Tell me what happened. Okay.
I was in that spot. And
Take your time. Take your time.
These last few months have been really hard, and yeah,
just with you in terms of what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I went out there. I stuck that gun in my mouth, and and then I saw him. He didn't look at me. He didn't know I was there.
You say he saw you. Did he see you with the gun in your mouth?
No, he said he didn't see.
Oh, okay.
I just started to shoot him. Him instead of me. It made sense in my mind that.
How many times did you shoot him?
I don't know. I don't know. I lost count.
Shoot him front, back, side?
He was running away from me. I shot him in the back, and then he turned around, and I shot him again and again.
From where you were parked?
Yeah.
Or were you sitting in your car?
The back seat.
Passenger or driver's side?
The driver's side.
Which window were you shooting through?
The passenger window.
Front passenger?
No, the rear passenger.
And then what?
I was actually fun. The other guy in the black SUV, he came by, and he asked me if I knew him, if he was okay. And it went down as I told you. I just protected the back.
You were scared. At that point, you were scared.
Did you ever get out of the car and then go up to him?
When the guy, the wheelchair guy, we went to check him on, and that's when I got out.
Okay. But he looks like he's got a death mark or something on his side. Did you ever touch him in that way?
No, I never touched him. Like, I was actually about to see if he was still alive, but the guy in the wheelchair said, "No, don't touch him." So I just...
How long before you shot him the first time did the guy show up in the black SUV?
Not even a minute.
So you never exited your vehicle from the time you shot the first time to go see and check on him until the guy in the black SUV rolled up?
That's right.
And you were still in the back seat when he pulled up?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You're sitting in the back seat, and make sure I understand this. The runner comes by you never acknowledged that he's seen anybody in the vehicle. Obviously, he's seen your vehicle.
On the vehicle.
Okay. But he didn't see you because you were in the back seat.
Yeah, he didn't seem to even look at the jump direction.
The glance, and he kept on going. Did he even do that?
Yeah, ignite the glance, though.
Okay. But nothing was said. No words exchanged in no form or fashion. He gets by you. Which lane of traffic was he in?
He was on the center road, really.
Center of the roadway? Obviously, that's a great running place, and people feel comfortable running down the middle of the road. At that point in time, what compelled you to shoot?
I felt so scared, like angry, and just. Like, so much is dead. My wife was like.
John, were you wanting to take this out on Melissa?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Be honest with me. Are you and Melissa still living together?
Yes.
You're living under the same roof?
Yes.
Has she asked you to leave?
No. She hasn't asked to leave.
You getting the feeling you're fixing to get asked to leave? Things are pretty bad.
You guys talking about divorce?
She mentioned you guys.
Is that what's got you upset?
One of many things, really.
Financial?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's tough out there today.
Do you guys fight? Yell at each other, verbally yell and scream?
No, we don't yell. We just.
Do you get mad at her at home in front of the little one sometimes?
No, we only fought in front of her once. It wasn't even that much of a fight.
Did you take this anger out on that guy because of Melissa?
Because of many things. It wasn't just Melissa. It was just the whole world. For weeks now, like leading up to this,
Have you had thoughts about taking someone else's life?
Yeah.
Like
Just thinking, man, maybe this one might make me feel better or something. Maybe just taking some, I don't know. I'm just. And then I was contemplating pulling that trigger on me, and just a guy like through and I didn't think I'd
when you shot him the first time, what happened?
He turned around real quickly and said, "Ow," like, "Ow," like, just like kind of something like a bee or something. All he said was, "Ow."
Where were you aiming at?
The back, the heart, like, dead center mass.
On his back?
Yeah.
How long did it take him to go to the ground?
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
Did he get called immediately?
No, not immediately. He started turning around, and I kept shooting.
How many rounds were in the 22? How many does it hold, do you know?
Yeah, 10. It was 10.
Was it full?
It was full.
You made sure it was?
No, I didn't make sure. Like, after a while, I just stopped shooting. And,
When did you put the gun in your car?
A few weeks ago. I started running around with it.
John, there is obviously evidence of the shots in the back.
Yeah.
There's also evidence of another shot that would not, could not have happened outside the fact that it was directed in an area after the fact. Okay? Now then, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm being honest with you out of respect for you, okay? You've got a major adrenaline dump occurring right now. You just pulled the trigger, and you've just taken a human being's life. Let me tell you something. I think you got out and went and checked on him to see what had happened. And you won't listen to me. And because of the caliber of gun, it was not an immediate kill. Right? He was still moaning, gurgling, whatever you want to describe. There was another round discharged at that point in time. You come so far.
I've already confessed to this.
No, I understand that. We're over that hump. We're trying to make sure that everyone understands what transpired, trying to understand this. But, listen to me, but because it wasn't an immediate kill, there was still life, wasn't there? There was one more round shot to make sure that there would be nothing else, that it was, I'm taking you out of your misery because I've already done something bad to you. Now I don't want to see you suffer. I'm doing this out of respect for you. There was one more round shot, wasn't there?
No, there wasn't.
Hmm?
There wasn't. All the shots fired, I fired from inside the car. I'm not lying about that.
Could there be another shooter?
Out there, I don't think so.
You would have heard the shots, would you not? Did you hear any other shots other than the ones you fired?
Listen, the reason why we ask, if your vehicle's parked over here and he's running from you, there was a shot right here. Okay, that's why we ask. Right to the back of the head. The rest of them are here.
In the torso.
In the back. One in the spine and just all over in that grouping, okay? Now, if he would have fell to the ground, that trajectory would have changed. Because when he was on his back and we got there.
Well, he was on his stomach whenever they arrived.
Yes.
With that said, he's on his stomach. You know your north, south, east, west? Okay.
Yeah.
Your vehicle is set facing west. You're shooting back to the north after he's already passed you.
Yes.
Okay. Now then, and the road's got a little bit of a slant to it. So we've got a little bit of a quarter shot. You agree? Okay. We've got entry wounds in the back. You've already explained that. When he went down, his body was, head was north, feet was to the south. In other words, you're sitting here, his feet's back towards you. His head is totally away from you. Okay? See where we're coming from with this?
Right.
Was there such a rush and adrenaline dump that you honestly don't remember doing that?
No. I never took that gun out of the car. I never got out of the car myself.
Wow. Did you shoot him in the head the first time? You're pretty proficient with a weapon.
If I did, then I don't, even the subsequent times, but if I shot him in the head, that's dead. And he turned around and he said, ow. Maybe he did spin around, like back, and I shot him dead in the head.
I don't know.
Or from the time you fired the first shot and the time that the guy in the black car pulled up, you never exited the vehicle?
No.
At what point in time, or did you ever leave after the black SUV pulled up? Did you ever leave the area?
No.
You sat right there.
That's that right there.
Outside the vehicle or?
Outside the vehicle, I first went up there, and then the guy, he said he was going to come out of one, and I told him I was going to go for it.
We'll get some water.
Yep. First aid. I thought they had a first aid kit in the truck. So I didn't go back to my truck for my first aid kit. It wasn't there. I don't know where it was.
You were going to go back to it when the other vehicle pulled up? Or before?
The first vehicle, he first stopped right in front of my vehicle, and he talked to me. He said, this guy, if he's okay. And that's, when he said I was going to check him out, that's when he turned around and drove back where the body was.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't get out of the car.
Were you actually going to use the first aid kit if he needed it, or was it just for show, I guess?
No, I wanted to help.
Was he still moving?
His arm was
His arm doing?
flaring a little bit, like.
And he's on his stomach?
He's on his stomach, and I wanted to. He was okay, but the driver told me, "Hey, don't touch him, don't touch him." So I haven't touched him already. I just wait for everyone to show up.
How long had you been sitting there waiting before the shot took off?
I'm sorry, what?
How long had you been sitting in the car before you fired the first shot?
Oh, I don't know. I go hard. Not really paying attention to time. Just thinking about things.
Yeah. The reason why I asked you about the areas that you drove down there, one of my runners said you were kind of reckless. Where you drive north back towards your house, you got the curve and the rocks. Said you were like coming over on both sides of the road and you pulled over to the left over there and stopped. And he ran past you and kept going. You remember that?
Wait. No. I don't call that.
Okay. Did you actually go to Ben Guerin and all that this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Before you fired the first shot?
Yes.
What were you going to do there?
There you go, man.
Thank you.
Here's your water.
I was gonna go for a walk. I didn't leave my house this morning thinking I was gonna go kill someone.
Did you leave thinking you were going to maybe hurt yourself and stop all this pain?
Maybe.
Because you had mentioned you had the gun in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is it while you were sitting in the back seat?
Yeah. I just driver's side and then I crawled over the back seat, got my gun, asked him where the spare tire is. Just out there.
Anything else that you can recall? You go to tell your story, your side of what happened, what you were feeling? Never said anything to the guy.
No.
How many people come by you this morning prior to this happening? Any other runners?
No other runners. There's this one guy on a bike that just passed me by, going from south to north. I don't think much of that guy. He's some guy on a bike, and I just kicked him.
How long before the runners came by after that?
A few minutes.
2 minutes, 5 minutes, okay?
I don't know. We can track it.
You're sitting in the back seat with the windows down? All of them?
No. I actually, when I saw it coming up, I actually put a key back to get that backseat window open. I didn't know better to tell that my father was better.
He already passed your vehicle, or he was about to pass when you rolled the window down?
Jumped it down, yeah.
You're pretty upset? You're angry at this time?
Yeah.
Whatever you're feeling?
Yeah. I just...
Have you tried to take your life before like that?
A few times. Just
Same
got to
here.
go with a pistol, but yeah. I wish I stopped by.
No, this is pretty bad. Okay? We've got a family now that, has lost somebody. Yes.
And we've got another family that has lost someone too.
And that's your family.
You got a precious little girl.
You need anything else?
What happens now?
You're going to go across the street to the jail. You'll be charged. And, we'll get this report to the prosecutor.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go from there. We've got your car here. And we're going to have to process it and collect the rest of the evidence that's in it and the weapon. So that's ours for now until the prosecutor decides what he's going to do with it. So what was the reasoning for picking the flowers this morning?
Be nice to her.
Okay. It was before being upset with yourself. You were picking them to take home.
Yeah, I've been upset like I woke up upset like this, and
Has she seen you like this?
no, she never seen me break that with me.
Does she know that you've got something that you're tormented inside? Does she know that? Does she know you're upset at yourself, or does she think it's just her? Because we did talk to her, and she thinks you're kind of disappointed in her weight and her figure. That's where the problems are at. But it's more than that. It's everything.
I feel maybe it was a mistake just airing her.
Now,
I'm just really mad at myself just how my life turned out.
And your life had just begun before you fired that shot. You're young. College, your life wasn't over. His is, so make sure of that. Did you load the weapon inside the gun, inside the vehicle? Was it?
It's been loaded.
You good?
I'm good.
We'll be right back.
Stop crying. Composure. Composure. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Okay. Stop crying. Stop crying. Okay.
John?
Yeah.
You're under arrest. You understand that?
Yes.
You got anything on your person, all of that will be taken from you over to jail. Anything else?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's it? Why don't you go ahead and take your watch off?
Can I read too?
Yeah, they're gonna want all of that.
It'll all be in your
It'll be in your property over there.
Okay.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not very nice.
You okay?
Yeah. What are you saying?
Go on. There we go. I'm gonna ask you something. Turn around and look at me. You gonna talk to Melissa? We're gonna allow you to do that. Okay. With that said, we understand, but this is tough. At the very least, this is a tough deal. We're gonna allow you to talk to her. Okay. With that said, we don't want any arguing, fighting, anything of that nature. We're not going to allow either side of this, okay? But we're doing this out of courtesy to you. You understand? All right.
John, hold on.